Go.
Novelty Soundbytes. Oh shit.
Anonymous Podcast.
Yeah, I smoked a lot.
So, tell me about your DMT acid experience.
Ooh, okay. Well, I thought I was getting a regular type of acid. You know, have a great night with some friends. But no, turns out it was laced with DMT. That was a great night. I just remember us all sitting around a fire out back, and our friends started throwing playing cards into the air, just flinging them into the trees, and I just started tripping out, and I was like, okay, I'm having a pretty good trip, okay. Starting off nicely.
He does some crazy shit.
Yeah, our friend was a low-key magician. He would make cards disappear and just do some crazy stuff. But me and my friend, we were going back to my house, and we were getting a ride from this guy. And I just remember us going to the car, getting in, and him going on his phone. But then I swear he had put it down and driven off, but every time he would go around the circle, he would stop at each corner. And it tripped me out for a minute because he did it about 3 or 4 times. And then all of a sudden he says, all right, let's go, puts down his phone and turns on the car. Now, I imagined that whole thing, and so did my friend, and we looked at each other as if we had both seen the same thing, and went home and just had the worst trip of our lives for about 6 hours.
So you were in the car, and the car wasn't moving.
Mm-hmm. And
but
we
you
thought,
imagined
yeah,
that you had circled around the block about 4 times.
Yeah, and stopped at each corner and just stopped for a second, and he had kept driving. And we looked at each other as he was doing this because we thought it was actually happening, but no, it was not happening.
So you both were seeing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love acid.
So
but not DMT. That was a rough one.
Go.
Novelty Soundbytes. Oh shit.
Anonymous Podcast.
Yeah, I smoked a lot.
Go.
2. Souls are a very interesting concept that I believe no one really knows. They are our highs and lows when we are against the worst foes. They become tied to one another in great love affairs, but sometimes this great bond is just too much to bear. Because in the end, was life really all that fair? You lose all rationale without thoughts of indecent vows. They wait deep in the bowels of hell under some great spell until the day you fail to realize that was made utterly clear. When two are made one, there is no other fun. Your head's caught up in the sheets you are basically dared to share. Your souls take you deep into an underground lair where no one is free and meant to be, but that isn't overall life itself in one fatal draw. Can't you see? They put it up as if it law while saying it's meant to be.
Go.
Novelty Soundbytes. Oh shit.
Anonymous Podcast.
Yeah, I smoked a lot.